Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentleman podcast for Wednesday, February 2nd. I'm your host, Scott Labrie, and joined alongside me, we have Uncle Teabag Tyler Sunt.
Hello.
And All Day Eric Deshane.
Hello.
How you boys doing today?
Great.
Good. It's February.
Yeah.
It is.
Pretty
One
wild.
month done already. Yeah, it's crazy. Time flies by.
Yeah. Usually January's really slow, and I thought this one went by pretty quick.
It did.
Yeah, usually when it's like that cold and it's that like miserable, it feels like it drags on, but this one wasn't that bad. Yeah.
Mhm.
No.
Oh.
We had
Pretty
that,
swiftly.
week and a half of like decent weather, which probably helped out. So
I think that's why it wasn't like constant like 30 every day, and it wasn't just cold all the time. You got that spurt of warmth and kind of it could be the case. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Since it is February now,
Mhm.
we look back to January and discuss all the stuff we watched and played. And spoiler alert for me, I didn't watch a whole lot. I only played like one thing, but I got things to say about them, I guess.
Yeah, same. There's not a lot that I really did watch.
Mm-hmm.
But
so why don't we start with I guess what we've all been watching.
Yeah, we're all caught up on it now.
The
we're all
Book
caught up.
of Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Boba Fett.
Book of Bubba.
So I guess episode 6 comes out tomorrow, so there's 2 episodes left, but
Yeah,
we're all caught up on the first 5. And at the beginning it's like it's all right, it's going a little slow, a little slower pace. And then I think everybody was the same idea. It's like, well, episode 5 is the best one.
But it was
But had
spoilers.
nothing
Spoiler
to do
alert,
with Boba
Spoiler
Fett.
alert. Yeah, nothing to do with Boba Fett. So spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which
Did not
I
expect
was surprised because it was about Mando. It was about I can't think of his name. Fuck, I feel like a dumbass now.
his real name?
Yeah, Din Djarin. Yeah. So it's which I was surprised at because to me that was very much like stuff he would see for his own story. Like it kind of went over like a lot about what happened with his last season there and everything else with him having the saber and stuff like that. So, but I thought they would have saved that all for his series, right? Not for this one.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Right.
but
It was
Felt like
straight up like episode 1 of season 3 of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's what I was gonna say. That would have
Yeah.
been like an epic opening for the for the 3rd season.
Mhm.
But they're like, oh, Boba Fett could use a little boost here. Let's drop
Yeah.
a Mando episode in here.
I actually wonder if that's the case, because like 7 episodes is a weird number. Like I can understand 6. Like maybe they're like, well, we have episode 1 kind of done. Maybe
Yeah.
we just do that or something. I don't know.
yeah, no.
Right? Like, just to get everybody hyped
I mean,
for Mandalorian
Mhm.
and help out the...
It could have been cut that way because, yeah, he could have just showed up at the spaceport, whatever it is, gets his new ship, and that could have been part of the regular Boba Fett series, and maybe they added that Mandalorian stuff and they kind of gave it a bit more of a boost, right? So,
Like, if he had just
maybe-
showed
yeah.
up in that fighter
Hmm.
that just randomly showed up and been like, and he hops out of it, be like, what?
Right?
Yeah.
And then have that in the first episode of season 3 of Mandalorian would have been like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
hey, yeah, I'm alright with it though because I
Oh,
think
it
now
was-
it gets stuff out of the way, and now it's going to go right to wherever we want to go in that. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm really liking it now.
I got no
I
complaints.
liked it before. I was enjoying the series quite a bit before too, and it was good to know, but how he survived all those years after the Sarlacc pit and everything else. And
Mhm.
Yeah, I heard there's a few people at work that were complaining about the dream sequences when he's in that incubator or whatever thing.
Flashbacks and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the flashbacks. Like, hey, the flashbacks have to stop. Like, let's progress the story here.
Mhm.
Like, okay, cool. He got out. Okay, cool. He's at the top. I'm like, man, I loved all that.
But those are great. Yeah, because
The Tusken Raiders, I thought was an awesome.
was a big thing for like, oh, cool, we get to see that side of like we know of some people since the first Star Wars, right? What are they and what's their culture like? Well, now we finally got a better idea
not
of who
just-
they are, right? Yeah.
Not just these squishy little sand people that just show up and be annoying once in a while.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
like,
they have
well,
a way
they're-
of life. They have their own.
They have a
cult- yeah.
culture. They have
Yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah.
I
So
didn't
that's-
like the fact that was it episode 2? End of episode 2, we got this awesome scene where he's accepted and has like a ritual with him.
Yeah.
And then 3, they're all dead. It's like, oh come on, we finally got this chance to see like together with this group of people and surviving and being a part of something, and then they're gone.
Yeah, but it also made the next epised much sweeter when he's like, I have some scores to settle, and they're like, all the biker gangs driving, he just wipes them all out, and he's just got his dentures just like, good stuff.
I was gonna say, like, with the Tusken Raiders, like, I still don't know. It's like, is that what their face looks like? Because it looks like they're like wrapped up and they're wearing goggles.
I
thought it
was just like their culture to be like the Mandalorians, where they're always in a helmet and always wrapped up for their own safety with the heat.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that is their face. I don't know. Yeah,
like
that's what I thought. We would have saw more of that, but yeah.
Take the rags off. Let's see.
Let's see your hideous face.
Yeah.
But no, it's I liking the dynamic with it between Boba Fett and Finnick.
Mm-hmm.
They have a good connection. I like them a lot and like them on screen. And yes,
yeah.
I like where he's going with it. So
yeah, I like that whole episode where he got his ship back and everything, and he meets, like you said, Fennec. I thought that was all really good. And each episode gets better, except for with the bikers. That was weird, but
yeah.
Whatever. And the augmentations and the cafe.
I think that's all stuff.
It feels weird. It feels kind of out of place to me, but whatever. I mean, that's the only thing really that I have kind of like. Yeah, this is weird, but
Reddit had a heyday with those bikers because, like, really, like, you guys are losing your shit over a couple of colorful bikers. I'm like, they're fucking like Power Rangers, man. It's just weird.
Yeah,
doesn't look right.
And the augmentations aren't even like
that menacing. It's like that's like a fucking bunch of like. This is supposed to be Star Wars.
Gonna
gritty
Tatooine. This carburetor to your eye socket.
Yeah, it's like, come on, like. Show us some mechanic shit where like a fucking tentacle arm is on the back or something, and a giant claw for a hand or something. Not a little. It was like, oh, that's it. All right. Yeah.
But well, other than that, it's good. Then that Wookiee, that rage machine there, just pulling guys' arms off and stuff. It's not worth it. And he just rips it, pays his bill, walks out. It's like, oh. He really doesn't like these guys.
Right. Message, it's like, I could pay it off. Fuck it. Yeah.
You've worked up quite a tab. And he's like holding it up the whole time. And he just rips it off anyway. He looked like he could use a job. He could use some work. It's like, I can't wait. I can't wait.
The muscles,
Yeah, for the big fight.
I want to see him shoot that fucking huge gun he has.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's a sniper or something or what. It's massive.
It is massive, yeah.
And I think I'm not gonna get one of my wish list items. I don't think Bosk is gonna show up.
That would be awesome as fuck, but I doubt it.
So.
Yeah, I know.
No,
as awesome as that
I don't
would
think
be.
there's not enough time to bring him around, unfortunately.
Yeah, unless we get like a scene where like I call for reinforcements and then he shows up, but. Yeah, we don't know their dynamic, right? So it would be cool to see that, but I know.
Yeah, he might show up in the last episode. Like he could be part of the,
part of the Pikes,
buying. Yeah, right.
Could be bought up by the Pikes to give them some army help. Who knows, right? So yeah,
maybe I'll hold out hope. Maybe he might, if anything, like he might be like a end credit stinger or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, do you think he's big enough of a character with the fan base would recognize him? I think so.
Yeah,
because we know him well from the Battlefront series, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I know him from the lower series too as well, but with the fan base know him well enough to know that is like
a character. I completely forgot about him. And we were playing Battlefront 2, and I'm like, why does Scott keep playing as this guy, this weird lizard guy? And it's like, he's in the old ones. I'm like, I don't even remember him being like at all.
He's literally a background character.
Yeah, like he's just walks around in just like a weird outfit, weird costume, and I don't know.
A Saturn 1 spaceman suit lizard person. Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah.
But
he's so fun to play in Battlefront 2.
Yes, he's very annoying to fight against. Yeah.
The poison gas and the mines and the grenade launcher.
Unlimited grenade launcher, that's not
shit talking people.
Not OP at all.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
But I just want. What was you guys' reaction? Spoilers. skip ahead 2 minutes if you're not caught up of seeing the Naboo starfighter get unveiled.
I'm like, really?
I thought it was kind of cool. I'm like, oh, they're bringing old relics.
But I'm like, really, like, it's Star Wars. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Why are you going off nostalgia? It's like, come on, man. Like,
that's nostalgia. That's all these shows.
That's all it is. But to me, that's why I love the Razor Crest so much, because it reminded me of the Clone Trooper carrier, but it was something different. So like when that blew up, I was heartbroken. I'm like, I love the Razor Crest design so much.
Well, that was also his unit. Like that was his vehicle. But
yeah. So it does make this his, and it does look fucking cool. But again, it's like, really, of all the things, like, yeah. Oh,
they did put extra shit on it though. Like he's like, this is a lot of engine for a small aircraft, and it's like, well, you gotta fly it like a fighter. Open it up, and I'm like, okay, this is fucking sick. This thing just. And then, when he releases the manifold, like the pressure of the manifold, just, he's like, how did he jump without activating his warp drive? It's like he didn't. He wasn't. That was just his. Well, are we gonna call this in? Why you want to go back to HQ and do all day's paperwork? Right. And he's like,
I'm loving that old guy. Yeah, he's doing really good. Yeah.
But the other thing is like, oh well, this is kind of weird because we're used to him being in like a big beastie aircraft, having storage and all this stuff too. But this one's just kind of like. Well, it's like he's independent now. It's just him, and he's, I'm like, maybe it's like a symbolic thing because he's gonna have he has room for like maybe one passenger
hunter anymore, kind of thing.
No, exactly. So he's not gonna need to haul a bunch of people around and stuff. He's just basically doing stuff for himself now, and he's just kind of finding his own path and just going fast and fucking shit up. With
I agree with you on that for sure.
Big ass.
Yeah. I was smiling ear to ear when they show that off.
Even when they were building it, I was like, man, this is fucking
same.
Cool.
I was like, this is awesome. Like, such a cool like ship design, and it was like always like a shame that they never used it for anything besides the first movie. So I was like, it's cool.
And just when he took it out for a test flight, that was the best part of the whole episode, almost for me. Besides the John Wick part at the beginning with the Darksaber, that was pretty fucking. Which
I thought was like, I thought for sure like, oh, she has a saber now. It's gonna be like awesome with it, right? But you see him like struggling with it and can't quite figure it out.
Yeah, I was like, why is he having such a hard time with this thing?
I'm just not used to it. It's like I can't fight with this thing. It's like how they made this like item like he can't wield it, right? Like so you're gonna see him like learning with it, and so now I'm like, oh, this is awesome writing. This is way better than what I thought it would be.
The sound it makes too when it fires up. Oh man. I gotta turn my subs down when Leia's in bed when that thing fires up. I'm like, holy cutting through all that meat and all those dog people. Jesus.
And right away, because here's his leg right away. I'm like, what the hell? Here's like,
I'm like, what the fuck? Why is he such an idiot, man?
But you see him like,
but then after, it's like it gets heavier the longer he's using it, and the more he uses it, it's like, oh shit, that's like a whole force thing going on. That's kind of cool.
My prediction would be that his new season is going to be like that is that's the key to ruling Mandalorians, right? Is like the one item. So he's going to be challenged over and over to rule this, right? So
how many Mandalorians are going to go after him?
Exactly,
take
right?
It from him,
right away, he's like, yeah, you don't belong. It's mine, right? Whatever it should be. Like even the other guy had a hard time. We couldn't even use it, right? So it's like, oh fuck, like this was like quite the thing. So
that pissed me off. It's like, dude, he took his mask off. Like, relax.
Yeah,
relax, man. There's like 3 of you left. Really, you're gonna fucking send your best one out of here? Like, oh, that irritated me. But it's like, hey, this is the way.
That's the way. Yeah. And no argument, no fighting. Just like, yep, okay, I'm out.
The one thing I was disappointed was they got rid of the spear because I thought the spear was cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool.
Beskar is not made for weapons; it's made for armor. I'm like, bullshit. Yeah,
like what? Yeah. Like, well, he's got the Darksaber now, so I mean,
I mean that makes sense.
He can fuck shit up with that thing.
Yeah, I agree with Scott. That was a cool looking spear. It's like, oh man, really?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But I think, you see here, make something with it. It's gonna be like chainmail for Grogu or something.
That's what I thought. I thought it was gonna be chainmail.
You see little rings. I'm like, oh, it's chainmail for Grogu. Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Oh, now it's just gonna be like a little ball, probably. But
I thought.
That's what I thought. Like I totally, when I first watched it, I missed the little chain links. Forever. So like when it was like a tiny little package, it's like, oh, it's a little silver ball.
Yeah.
But maybe it's a necklace with a little ball.
Oh, maybe. But you see little rings. You don't see mail. You see little rings. She makes a bunch of little rings. So that's my thought. I
forgot about the rings. Yeah, well, that's why I thought chainmail.
Yeah, same. Yeah. So, but I think maybe something else instead. But to me, that's probably what he's thinking is like, need to protect this Grogu, right? So what's better than some defensive freaking Beskar mail, right? So yeah.
That'd be sick.
Oh yeah.
Maybe-
Grogu has Beskar mail.
You know what I just thought?
What?
What if like Luke trains him how to use the dark saber?
That's exactly. Because my thought too, I thought you go find Ahsoka or something like that.
Yeah.
That was my thought. Like, oh, he's gonna find a Jedi and help him train with it, right? Because
And then he becomes like the next super villain. Dark Saber uses the choke force, man. An evil little Grogu. Oh, just piss off the fan base. That's what I would write.
that's go full.
Make everybody
180 on it,
fall in love with him, and then he
Yeah.
becomes evil.
Right.
Dark Saber.
Mm.
That thing's fucking cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Very surprised they brought that into the
Tomorrow,
the
baby.
Good show.
No, tomorrow will be just another dream sequence.
Yeah, I think they're done with that now.
I think so. I think they're moving forward now.
The whole point when it ended at that sequence is like, yeah, you're fully recovered now. To me, that was their way of saying like, hey, no more of this shit. Now it's just a regular story. Yeah. So
Got his ship back, and he's got his partner. She's gonna stick around. So I thought that was kind of cool.
I do have a
I'll come along
prediction
for the
though.
ride.
How it's going to end on the finale. Fennec is going to die.
Think so?
I think so.
No.
I think they're going to go to the right. I think they're going to have, because they're going to need some sort of dramatic ending. Like all these other shows have to have something big. And
His Rancor is gonna die.
I don't know that. I was saying that too, but I'm thinking Fennec is going to either, betray him or die or something. Something's going to happen with her. I think because all these shows have to have something dramatic on every season, and that's going to be my guess for that one.
Yeah. They have a room full of writers coming up with the exact same thing you just came up with. Kate, now what can we do that's not that?
Yeah.
Let's all think of something that everybody already thought of and then do something completely different.
I'd be genuinely happy if I'm wrong.
And that's the way you do it.
To me, that's I think of that. I'm like, that's such an obvious thing. They'll either do that because they can, or they'll go somewhere else. And I really hope they do. But yeah, that's my prediction that something's gonna happen. Yeah.
Either way, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Yep. You guys watching anything else last month of note?
Well, like I said in the last one there, I watched The Kingdom. The 2 seasons of that. I rewatched the first one with Carly. It was very good. And I started watching We're All Dead, the next zombie show, that Korean zombie film show. It's like they're like hour and 10-minute long episodes, and there's like 12 of them in this season. We got about 50 minutes into the first episode. Leia had woken up and came in, and we had to shut it off because it got pretty crazy. And it's really good so far. Like, really good. None of that silly writing like the Kingdom had, like the way they talk and stuff. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And then they like just keep repeating themselves. Like the dialogue was kind of a little hokey in Kingdom. But this one is it's pretty sharp, and you have to read fast because it's but it's really good. Really neat twist on the virus and stuff too, and the acting's really good. The effects are freaking awesome, and
cool.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it so far. Only 50 minutes into the first episode, and I'm already it's also got zombies in it. So I mean, it's biased. I'm biased.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But that's pretty much it for shows that I've watched.
Cool. Eric, watching anything?
I know me and Scott talked about it earlier. We watched that Netflix's Hurricane Doc Antle. So it's about one of the Tiger owners, Doc Antle. And I assumed it would be like Tiger King, where he's out there and a little crazy, and does some of the things here. But his story is way more like on the culty side and all the even crazier side. Even as crazy as Joey Exotic was. Like Doc is another level, I think. Like he's even almost more terrifying at that point. Bad, how bad? It's terrible how awful he is. Yeah, so cult leader pretty much. Yeah,
dating 13, 14-year-old girls
in his mid-20s to 30s. Yeah.
He was
disgusting.
A magician.
It was part of a new age yoga cult in California. No, and that's how he.
I think it's in like Louisiana, actually.
Oh yeah, somewhere's really remote.
Weird.
Yeah,
for a place called Yogaville to be.
Yeah, and he had his zoo like right next to him. He became good buddies with that guru, and he started dating like kidnap, but like a 17, 16-year-old girl fell in love with him, kidnapped her, and lived with him for like 8 years. She finally ran away, and like all like stories like that. It's all gross. It's all nasty stories like that. It's like, oh fuck! Like, how is this guy still like, existing? Like, this is awful. But he's changed his names. He's done so many different things. Oh yeah, it's all messed up.
And this guy is not in prison?
Nope.
No.
Not yet. Anyways, yeah.
That doesn't make
Something
any
happens
sense.
at the end though, where they're like,
I
think they're coming after him for something.
They were, yeah, probably for some other charges and stuff like that too as well. But yeah, like he has done worse than what Joe Exotic has done, and yet Joe has gotten the blunt of all that for sure. Yeah, it's all fucked up. It's pretty bad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So he's like confessing all this stuff, or it's other people telling these stories?
No, he won't say anything.
Okay.
To him, like he'll make it look good, and he'll lose his shit if this doesn't look the way he wants it to. Like he'll tell the camera crew what he wants to film, what he wants to show, what he wants to say. If they don't do any of that, they'll end the shoot right then and there.
Yeah.
Like he's super dramatic about stuff like that, right? So
shit.
the camera crew was like getting shots of like tigers in their cages in behind because they just want to show them where they went, right? Like nope, over here, we're not showing that. Like interrupted them, like hey, we're not doing it no more. We're done.
Obviously, he's hiding a bunch of stuff, and
absolutely, yeah. So it's like, oh, this is so fucking shady, right? So yeah. So that was like, this is like, I want more of this because like this Joe's weird, but this is like some real fucking
some dark shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At like one point, they also like tried to make a Disney movie or something too.
Oh yeah, that's right. He financed and produced a movie like Disney level kind of movie. Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
And I think they had like, didn't they have like, it's been a month since I watched this, but didn't they have like little kids like, and there was like full grown tigers kind of around them too? It's like, very much like zero safety concern.
It was the 70s, so it was lax, but still like looking at it now, I was like, what the fuck are you thinking, man? Like, Jesus.
That's like that movie Roar. What's it called? Roar.
Yeah,
filming in that wildlife reserve with all the lions and stuff.
Yep.
An elephant, and how many people got injured on that set from the animals?
So messed up, yeah.
That's fucked up. Bringing kids around, animals like that. Ooh, you're asking for it. Man.
It was only 3 episodes long, and it's out there, man. Oh yeah, he's weird.
Yikes.
Yeah, especially like with like Tiger King season 2 was kind of a letdown. I was like, oh, they kind of just probably had all this footage for that, and they're like, well, this is its own separate series at this point.
This should be its own thing, yeah. So yeah,
makes sense. Anything else, Eric?
I finally caved. I think I talked about the last podcast. I bought the subscription for Crunchyroll, so I'm like, well, since I'm watching all this anime, I might as well watch something. And now, Scott, you highly recommended it, so I started watching Demon Slayer.
Yeah,
I'm all caught up with it now, and I am absolutely loving the series. It's phenomenal. It's a great shonen action anime. Good storytelling, good characters, awesome action scenes.
How about that episode 19, huh?
Oh, so freaking good! Like you were absolutely right. I'm like, this is awesome. Yeah, no, it was really good. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm all caught up now, and I'm all up to the latest season. And the last episode, how it ended, I can't wait for the next one because god damn it left you on a cliffhanger.
Did you watch the movie?
Yes, yeah.
Nice.
I watched the movie. Because it was weird because the movie is. It's its own separate arc they made into a movie, right? So I watched the movie, then realizing afterwards, it's its own episode arc separately. I'm like, why couldn't I watch that instead? But the movie gave the whole thing away anyway, so I was like, this is
yeah.
So, yeah, but no, that's really good. Like, I can't highly recommend it. So yeah. Now, if you're an anime fan and you like awesome action, I highly recommend checking it out.
For sure.
Yeah.
Eric,
the next on my list is Academia, but we'll see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Eric, you wanna just leave the call, come back in your little robot-y.
Oh, really? I apologize. 1 second.
If he comes back. Maybe it's just me, but
I think he sounds fine to me.
Hello.
Okay. Maybe I'll leave the call and come back.
You sound fine on my end. So we'll be right back. Time out.
Yeah.
Hold tight, everybody. We're coming back.
Wait, it's good on my end here.
Coming back.
Now, Scott, how does it sound now?
Hey, I think you guys sound a little bit better.
All right, cool.
All right, that was weird.
All right. Yeah.
No. Yeah. And all right. Well, you guys playing any games or anything of note?
I played a little bit of Battle Sector. The Warhammer game. It's turn-based. It's fun. But other than that, I don't play like anything. I've been playing Age of Empires for a bit, but
Keep forgetting to ask you when does Total War 3 come out, Tyler?
should be right away. February something here, I think.
Yeah. Keep seeing stuff for trailers for that. I'm like, I want to get
Good
into
Lord.
it.
Yeah. And you get to customize your own demon, baby. Slanesh all the way, baby.
Yeah. 17th.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what comes out.
Yeah. Oh, can't wait.
Yeah. A lot of
Get
games
that
coming out in February. Like a lot of games coming out in February.
Oh, it's going to be an expensive month.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
No,
Yeah.
I wrapped Halo 3 and Halo 3, sorry. Halo Infinite this month here. Did that quite a bit like that. That was good. Good story with that one. Very linear, super fast paced, enjoyable character. Yeah, so not bad.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, other
No.
than that, I got nothing. I haven't played hardly anything.
No, most of my free time I'm back on my minis still. Yeah, and still painting my Warhammer stuff. So I'm not playing games pretty much. So
Yeah.
I made my nephew's into it now, so I made him a custom little army too as well. So I painted all his stuff as well. So
Ooh, fancy.
a little bit of a gift there, and yeah, so enjoyed that.
Fancy.
Something different than what I usually paint. So yeah,
There you go.
There you go.
I've just been focusing on my writing a lot. I'm at 220 something pages now, I think.
Jesus man.
It just keeps going.
So is that already edited to book sizes, or is that just like pages in Word? That's just like
Just
regular...
Google Drive, size 10 font or whatever. I gotta change it to 12, so it'll be more than that probably.
Fucking hell.
So, yeah. Yeah, I know.
I can even see what you're writing in size 10 font.
I got the laptop.
Eyes are so bad. It's like gotta be like at least like 14 or 16.
That's right to your screen.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, at least same.
No, fuck, man. I can,
14,
all
16
ass,
at least.
man. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm the kind of guy.
Why I have so many grammar issues because I can't see what I'm writing.
I'm the kind of guy who's like, I don't have enough words. If I have to make the font a little bit bigger, they won't notice that I have missing some words in the essay. There you go. Yeah,
in school, if you're writing an essay, I used to do that. Yes.
Size 14 font, size 16. There you go. Notice.
Yeah. But story time, creative time, it was always too long, too much. I actually got docked marks for one story that I wrote in school because it was too long. I asked for a short story, not a novella. 11 out of 16. Eat my ass. 11 out of 16. Come on. Have you listened to half the classmates' stories? They are trash, drivel. There's no creativity. Yeah, they're polished, perfected writing, sure, but they're not interesting.
Let's just make it so you can understand the story. Yeah,
that's right. You need to have filler upon filler upon useless filler. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've been doing.
I played a game.
What'd you play?
Pokemon Legends Arceus.
It was just released here like 4 days ago. Yeah.
I have put 15 hours into it already.
Wow.
I've
caught. No surprise there.
Since Friday?
Yes.
Wow.
I've caught like 50 Pokemon.
Out of 50, how many?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. But
I don't know if they have the full decks in this game or not. But
no, not a full decks. Definitely not.
Even still, it's like what 500 plus in this game. But yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is a pretty big game kind of thing, like catching lots of Pokemon. And then I unlocked the second area. And I was like, oh shit, I think there's like 5 areas in this game.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, oh, I got a whole new like area to explore, and there's a bunch of new Pokemon in it and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is awesome.
This is magic.
Yeah. So it's a brand new Pokemon game. They've done something different with it instead of being the old walk around in tall grass, get a random Pokemon battle, try and catch it kind of thing. And now it's you see them all running around in the wild, and you can try and sneak up on them and actually throw Pokeballs and catch them. And it's like a kind of third person. I don't really like a shooter per se, but like you kind of like just you're in control with the throws, and you can try and aim it and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And yeah, it's you can still fight Pokemon and weaken them and try and catch them that way. So like some Pokemon they're skittish, so you kind of have to like sneak up on them and to catch them. Some, if they see you, will just straight up attack you. So then that way you have to protect yourself with your Pokemon, that sort of thing. Otherwise, you can run away, you can dodge, that sort of thing. There's been a few times where I've gone up against like alpha Pokemon, which are like the big, strong. Like usually, there's like one in every kind of little kind of subsection of areas. Usually, like they're the evolved form. Like for instance, at the beginning, there's like the horseshoe fields or something like that. So there's a bunch of Ponyta running around, but then they're all like level 10, something like that. But then there's an alpha Rapidash there, which is level 42 or something like that.
Oh,
so,
geez.
You can try and fight them, and I've had some success in capturing some of them. And sometimes they just like kill your whole party, and then you just have to just basically book it out of there. Otherwise, they're just gonna straight up kill you. And there are some stakes actually for dying. If you die, you actually lose some of your items and stuff that are in your pouch. So.
Oh
wow!
They kind of like you might lose some great balls or other kind of things. So,
damn,
you have to be.
Can you at least go back and get the stuff, or no?
I'm not too sure. I haven't actually died yet, but there are some actually. If they had kind of a cool thing with, it's not like online multiplayer or anything like that. There's training and stuff, but they have kind of like this weird kind of system called merit points where other people's satchels get lost and they'll show up in your game, and you can go find them and pick them up, and it essentially returns it to their owners, and you get these merit points which use in like a special store which you can use to buy like evolution stones and all this other stuff.
Okay,
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, like there's boss battles and stuff like that where like I was fighting this thing called Cleavor, which is kind of like this different version of Scyther kind of thing. It's like Lord of the Woods. They like worship this thing, and it's gone into a frenzy. And so you learn that you have to throw like essentially like these powders at it to kind of calm them down. And so you're dodging its moves and that sort of thing, get it to run into a tree or something like that. And then once it's stunned, then you can throw Pokemon at it to fight it real quick, and once you fight it and knock its health down, then those things that you've been throwing at it do more damage, kind of thing. So, it's really interesting. Like anything other Pokemon games have done this before, so it's kind of cool. And then yeah, just cool walking around the world and just seeing Pokemon around. Like you know how like Gyarados, you can teach Gyarados fly, that sort of thing. So I was just running around the world, and I like see like a mountain with a waterfall in the distance, and there's a fucking Gyarados just flying through the air, and I was like, that's a weird thing to see.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's water flying time. You can learn fly.
Yeah, it's like, huh? All right, there it is. And then yeah, it's just cool. Go around. They also have like this cool kind of thing because it's all based on Arceus, which is the god Pokemon, basically, kind of thing. He creates all other Pokemon in the universe. So there's these things called space-time distortions, which are like kind of like these events that happen in the overworld, kind of like a Destiny event, if you guys can remember those. But it'll be like all of a sudden this big bubble of lightning kind of comes up on the map, and you go there, and all these like Pokemon, just like really strong ass Pokemon, just start spawning in there, and you can try and catch them, but a lot of them will just kick your ass. But I found like I just like crouched in the bush the whole time, and they didn't see me, and I was just like tossing great balls at like the back of their heads and catching them.
Nice.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to probably play it till completion, but yeah, it's definitely not Looker, though. The graphics are bad. Real bad. A lot of texture pop in, trees, bushes, and stuff popping in, and Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
And like that, and it's just like the open world. Like if you compare it to Breath of the Wild, very very full world. There's lots of stuff like in every nook and cranny. This one, it's like, hey, there's 3 Pokemon there, and then like go down the road. Here's another 3 Pokemon. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, but
it's not lush.
Yeah, but as a proof of concept, it's pretty amazing. So it gets me excited to whatever Pokemon Legends 2 is going to be. So
yeah,
nice.
Cool. Is it just you, or is there other players in the same game too as well? Do you see other people running around too?
No, you don't see any other people running around.
Yeah.
And for actually, like, there isn't many Pokemon trainers too. Like, just with the setting, it's you're kind of one of the very first few Pokemon trainers. Not a lot of people know how to catch Pokemon, so there really isn't a whole lot of Pokemon battling other trainers per se. So
okay,
yeah. But yeah, It's been fun. I highly recommend it. If you have a Switch and you like Pokemon, no brainer.
Do it up.
Yeah, no brainer. Get her done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's about it. That's the only thing I've been playing.
Yeah.
Well,
there you go.
Is that gonna do it? Anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, nothing really. I think we covered everything I want to talk about. Yeah. So
nothing really notable that I can't really remember, other than that Mayhem movie I watched with Steve Young on Amazon, but on Shudder, that was noteworthy for sure. That was a good movie. Yeah. But that's it. Pretty much all I've been up to.
Yeah. You talked about that last podcast, right?
I did, yeah.
Quite a bit. Yeah.
Quite a bit.
If you want to hear that review, go watch that podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get out of here. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Like and subscribe if you're listening on a podcast service. Subscribe to the feed, give us a rating, and head over to our Facebook page, like the page. Submit a question for Ask Us Anything Monday, which we're going to be doing next Monday. So get your questions in so we can answer them. It's always a good time. We always like hearing from you. Be part of the show. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Do it.
That's going to do it. We'll see you on Friday. Adios.
Goodbye.
See you guys.